we hope to create greater food security and resilience, and we'll be working across with all value chain actors. So in the first mile, we'll be working with farmers to help them organize themselves into grain hubs. Then we'll be working with SMEs to help them access markets, particularly to millers, to increase their trade across borders. And then thirdly, we'll be working to improve the business environment. And maybe a lot of people in the region know, but one of the big challenges is aflatoxin. And so how can we make trade in grains and staples more safe, and working both with the government and the private sector to help them comply with the standards that are required so that people can consume safe food, basically. So, I mean, that's the essence of the project. We're delighted to be doing this with EAGC because they're, a trusted partner who've got a good track record in the region, with a network from all value chain actors across the value chain. So from today, I've had the opportunity of meeting a number of those actors, millers, aggregators, farmers, cooperatives. So we're really excited about launching this program today. Well, I think it's a three-year program. So there's a lot to be done, and we're just at the beginning of this journey.
In the East Africa region, we are blessed to be able to produce a very wide range of grains, both the cereals and the pulses. When you look at all the 7 countries in the EAC and the neighboring countries, making the 10 countries that are the EAGC countries in the Eastern Africa region, we have been able and we are able to produce literally the entire range of cereals and pulses. We are producing wheat, we are producing maize, beans, sorghum, millet, and many others that are part and parcel of the entire range of cereals. We also are blessed in that, looking at the whole region, from January to December, every single month we are harvesting grain somewhere. We're either harvesting in Uganda, or we're harvesting in Rwanda, or in Kenya, or in Tanzania, or in all those countries. And so this gives us a trade opportunity, because when one country is harvesting and the other one is not yet harvesting, so the one that is harvesting is able to put their commodity into the market and sell, and then the cycle continues, so that throughout the year we have availability of grains for food, for feed, for all the other uses, and that has been quite a big advantage for us. And so the project that we are launching is looking at addressing all the various issues, looking at making sure that from farm level we have good production that is also compliant to quality, and then we're looking at the supply chain, the transport, logistics, cross-border trade, clearing, or minimizing those costs, because when those costs build up, at the end of the day, it is the consumer, it is you and me as consumers who have to pay for all the inefficiencies and the problems that come along the value chain. And so through this project, we'll be addressing policy issues that are affecting the grain trade. We'll be looking at financing and access to finance for production, for trade finance, because that's important, including even payments and settlement processes across the region. We are glad that in the recent past, working with our members through EAGC, we've been now able to trade using local currencies. So we are able to trade from Kenya, buying from Uganda, from Tanzania, using the Uganda shilling, the Kenya shilling, the Tanzania shilling in the transactions. And that has made life much, much easier in terms of getting the trade. And we can't wait for the EAC currency. So our call to the policymakers is that for us to have a good trading process in the region, it's important that we fast track the monetary union and coming up with the EAC currency, because that will really make it much easier for all of us to trade and for food to flow and for food security to be there.